What's up? This is a comparison of the 2015 versus 2016 Macs. So we have two MacBook Pros. One is a 15-inch and one is a 13-inch. So this is the specs for the MacBook Pro that we have here. On the left we have the same OS X that they now call it Mac OS Sierra version 10.12.5. So those are the specs for these two Macs. So right up front you will see that the keyboard is a bit different. So I put the text wrangler here on both of these Macs, and I'm going to type it and then you can hear what the difference of the sound is. Alright, so that was on the 2015 Mac. So let's go to 2016. Let's listen to that keyboard. So the keyboards sound different, they feel different. It's just a matter of maybe getting used to it. For preferences, everyone have a preference of a keyboard. So it could be some time to get used to different keyboards. For now, everyone is used to this older keyboard, and this is a new one that we need to get used to. All right, so what are the differences? So hardware differences, as you can see with the power, is that this one has a magnetic power that it attaches to the side magnetically and is very easy to use. If for any reason you bump on it, it will come right off. So this is the whole power cable that comes in with the Mac, and this one can actually flip out and you can put something else in here. So you can take this off and put something else in here to make it a little shorter. This is kind of a long wire. So if you look at so that's for the power. If you look at the sides, this has the mini display ports and a USB Type A. This is called the USB Type A connector, and that's the power. And if you look over here, you have HDMI and USB as well. And the other difference is the other one has bigger trackpad than this. So if you look at the trackpad is a lot bigger on the brand new one. So in terms of the ports, this has two ports here on this side and two ports on the other side. I don't know if it's viewable on the camera. And the power that they provide for this Mac, the power works with the USB Type C. So this is actually a USB Type C. You can plug it into one of the four ports and it would supply power. So this power basically is very similar to the other one for this block, but this tip is a USB Type C for the new Mac. A lot of compatibility issue comes up when you have older USBs. So for instance, if you have an older USB external drive, you need to get this adapter. This is a Type C at here, and this is a USB Type A that you're going to plug it into. So a lot of compatibility comes up for that. Another difference is that the old Mac, let's look at the old Mac. If you look at the back of the old Mac, it has this nice Apple symbol that is light up. And everyone loves that Apple symbol that's there. And if you look at the new one, that symbol is not light up. So that is one of the differences that you can see. The new Mac, in terms of thickness, is very thin, very light. This one is 13-inch, so it's even lighter than a 15-inch. So it's very light and very thin. The 2015 older Mac is much heftier, so the thickness is more than the new one, and it's heavier. So it is also, this is a 15-inch, so it's heavier. The other difference is that the older Macs have function keys here. So these are all the function keys. So you have your F1 all the way through F12. So let's look at the other Mac. This one comes with touch bar. So if you look over here, there is no function key. So there's a touch bar. For example, if I want to change the volume, so I'm going to press on this and change the volume in here. I can change the light, what light source is going to be. I can press on different things to make it darker or lighter. So based on the context of what you're doing, the function key would come up. This is called a touch bar. And it's a very nice feature. It's probably the best feature I have ever seen on any computer, to have a touch bar. One other thing that Mac still don't have is the touch screen. So touch screen would be a good addition to Macs eventually when time comes to do that. None of these computer right now, the older Mac and the new Mac, none of them have touch screens, and it would be nice to have the touch screen. One of the other features that I would actually have liked was for this power button to be on a older Mac than this, to be like on the case here, because it's very easy when you're pressing the delete, if you're not really paying very close attention, that you could actually hit the power button. Although when you hit it once, it's not going to do much unless you hold it and keep on holding it, then it would power it down. So that's basically it. This is MacBook 2015 and 2016 comparison. And I will have some video on the wires, and stay tuned for that and subscribe.